Look, I certainly like good news, and I love hearing all the great things about coins and where things are going and how everything's going to pump and go to the moon. But it's also sometimes you got to be realistic and look at what's actually going on to make sure that your investments are in the right place, that you're doing the right thing with your money. And so right now, Solana has been in a free fall. It's down 47-ish% from the top. And there's three things that we're going to look at today that's not great news. Three things that are happening right now that you should be aware of. Now, this is certainly not financial advice. As you should be aware, I am not your financial advisor. I'm just giving you some information that I'm looking at as I'm making some decisions about what to do with my bags and my cryptos and my trades and things like that. So we're going to talk about Solana today, and we're going to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I have a little bit of good news for you at the end, so stick around. If you're not a subscriber, just remember, every single day is an adventure in crypto. And so we have new shows every single day, new videos for you. So make sure you're a subscriber. Hit the little bell notification so you get notifications when we have a new video. And make sure to hit the like button so we'll share it. It'll get more traction out there. That would be very much appreciated. So with no further ado, let's just get into it with the first thing. We're going to talk about three pieces of what's going on with Solana. The first thing is the Meme Coin Fiasco. With the Libra meme coin scandal on Solana, Trump coin pump on Solana, pump.fun on Solana. The meme coin has really what helped push Solana up. This happened when, with a lot of other meme coins in the past and how easy it is to put those things out there. And people are buying Solana than to buy the meme coin. Well, that's going to push Solana up. And so that's what's happened. One of the reasons why Solana did go up so much. Now, the reality is that Solana is not the bad actor here. It's just the bad actors are using the Solana as their means to do their bad acting. So that's not good for Solana because we're seeing a lot less users go into that realm right now, and that means that a lot less Solana is being purchased and things like that. Well, that is one major thing. You have the Solana casino. It's not their fault, Solana, but it is because it's fast, it's easy to use, it's quick. Well, I said it's fast and quick, same thing. It's inexpensive, so that's why people are using it because it's a great blockchain. Now, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's one of the main reasons that it's doing. So number one reason you have the Solana Freefall right now. And when I say Freefall, let's be clear. Let's be very, very clear what that means. From our top right around here to where we are right now, and we're going to get into some technical analysis in a minute, it's about 47% from the top to where we are right now. That's a huge, huge pullback. We've had this before. We had this pullback right here. Not too long ago, we were up at, where is that? 260, and we came back down. That was a 35% free fall. Now we're in a 47%, even bigger dip. But does that mean it's going to go up more? We'll talk about that in a minute. But let's go back to the next piece. The token unlocks. Now, you can say these are already pre-purchased and everyone knows where this is going to go, but we have in 5 days, I don't know if you can see that because it is so tiny. Okay, in 5 days, we have on March 1st, we have $1.78 billion of Solana being unlocked. The FTX is going to unlock a lot of Solana, and those holders that, they're going to get, the creditors are going to get some money back. And what are they going to do with that? Are they going to sell it and buy something else? Are they going to hold on to it? So that's really weighing on the market. It's probably baked into the market right now, which is why you're seeing that down, because people that are looking at data like this right here, the Solana portal, they're looking at this going, yeah, that's an issue. April 1 in 36 days, only $2 million being unleashed. May 1st, $11 million worth, but $1.78 billion of Solana to be put back on the market, that's a fair amount. If you look at the, even if you look at where we are with Solana's market cap, Solana's market cap 78 billion. So 1.7 billion is still a significant part of that market cap, right? It's definitely more than 1%, almost 2%, 3%. So yeah, that's a significant part to be put back, and that's weighing on the price right now. Next up, let's just do some quick technical analysis. When we were at 270, 280, 290, between this realm and this realm, everything looked great, but that might have been the top. I'm not saying that it is the top, but it might have been. And then we had a free fall down to where we are. Once we broke through this 177-ish layer. It free fall to the, now we're at a ceiling, a floor of support right now at 155-ish, and it bounced off that nicely. But if it falls below that 155 mark, there's a lot of liquidity right here. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of room to run down to the next level around 110. Are we forming a head and shoulders pattern? So not 100% sure right now. But I can tell you that if it breaks through that 155 level, right around 155-ish, we could be in for some further downward movement, which could, go into the 110s. And if it breaks that, it's all hell will break loose. Remember, if you look at the past year for Solana, we've been, let's see, where are we? I'll just type it in this way. We've gone up 52% in the last year, even to where we are right now. So that's not a huge bull run type gains, even from its top, but we're still up on the year. So if you've held it a year, you're doing okay. You're doing okay, but not a 5,000-6,000% return that so many people in crypto want to do. But when you get into these big market caps, the returns start to normalize. When you get into big market caps, to double from 150 billion on XRP, it's going to be challenging. Now, I don't want to get into that. That's a different conversation, but we have some room to run down here if it busts through that next level of support. So what do I do in times like this? Well, over the weekend, I didn't want to trade at all. I put some trades on Saturday. I closed them out. I didn't want to be in on a trade on Sunday, thankfully, because weekends have just been so volatile. Well, right now, I'm going to wait this out. I'm going to see if this is going to pop through this 155 level, and I might put a trade on. I put a small trade on small leverage trade with Sui just because it seemed at a depressed level. But I might lose on that one, and I'm risking very, very little. I'm doing it through BTCC at an 8 times leverage. But all in all, look, here's the good news that I see right now, and I say it's good in a very different means, because look, here's the Sol liquidation map. Let me get back on there. The Sol liquidation map. If we've got, these are the longs that they're looking at. Here's all the short positions. Well, if there is manipulation, if there is, messing around with the exchanges, there's not a lot of liquidity to get after here. I mean, there's some, but look at all this over here, all this short activity. And, at 161, 165, 170, there's a lot of liquidity to grab over here in these long positions. So I'm sorry, the short positions. So if there is manipulation going on, this is not as profitable as this. So that's one piece of good news, that just the technical analysis alone, just the meme coin, just the unlocks, they don't tell the whole story, because if the centralized exchanges have it their way, they would love, and this is not an accusation, and I'm not pointing anyone out in particular, but there's a lot of opportunity for them to grab this liquidity. There's a lot of shorts here. These positions, they would love to liquidate these and not have to pay them out, I'm sure. I mean, there's two sides to every trade, a giver and a taker. But that being said, that, to me, it looks like, when everyone thinks it's going to go down, that's when I think it's going to go up. That's where I believe we are. I do think that it does want to pop through here and grab a little bit of this before going back up. Sometimes you have to go down to go up, but there also has to be a reason. If no one's using the Solana ecosystem, if there's not a lot of other positive things going on other than meme coins, then it probably deserves to go down, or it's just not being used. And that's what's going to drive the price, is usage of the blockchain. So let's keep a close eye on this. There is good news in the sense that if you believe there's manipulation going on, then they're going to want to manipulate you and take those longs or those short positions. I looking over here and I say long instead of short, but they want to take those short positions from the people out there that are using leverage. And that could happen, but you don't have much above the 170. So we're probably going to be bouncing around in this realm for a little while longer until there's some kind of positive news that comes out, or some kind of usage, or more people are using it for good means, not memes, not bad memes, and not being taken advantage of. So that's all I got for today. I hope you got something out of this today. And if you did, put a comment down below. Make sure you're a subscriber, do all those things, and I will see you next time.